Your message is unity. Your message is clear. Your insight is great. Your intention is sincere. You're called legend. You're part of each. Your words have wisdom. My judgment is least. Respected teachers and my fellows, today I'm going to say something about a personality who has no need to praise, who is unique in his capacity as a poet, who is rare in his circle as a philosopher, who has no alternate as a great thinker, and who presented everything in shape of poetry. I'm talking about Dr. Ilama Muhammad Iqbal. When he was born, the Muslim of subcontinent was plugged into the paths of darkness. He observed as a great ray of hope on the horizon of subcontinent, and all the generations of Muslims become delighted. He presented the message of unity, dignity, and patience. All were wondering, he collected the all. All were helpless, he stopped them to fall. He took a case, he worked for others. He awakened the people, he lived for others. Iqbal was not mere a person, he was a genius who not only realized the bad conditions of Muslims but also thought deeply over it and eventually presented an outclass solution which was called two nations theory. Ilham Iqbal boosted the theory and publicized it across the subcontinent. He truly depicted the original vision of the ideology that Muslims and Hindus were two different nations which could never be gathered in the same place. Iqbal raised his voice in the powerful verses which worked as a miracles, and Muslims became one under a single flag on a single platform. Allah is one, the Prophet is one, Quran is one, the faith is one. If all is one, the earth and sun will never be separated. We all are one. Today we announce we all are one by saying and rising the slogans, लेकर रहेंगे पाकिस्तान, बट के रहेगा हिंदुस्तान, हम सबका है ये मान, बन के रहेगा पाकिस्तान. Ilama Iqbal continued to awake the souls of Muslims by writing the poetry of freedom. He also guided people about the importance of Pakistan existence. He provided a solace to the Muslims of subcontinent, and on the occasion of presidential address at the annual meeting of Muslims League at Allahabad, he strongly assisted his case. This was the turning point of Pakistan's movement. Iqbal wrote the explanation of Quranic verses in his poetry and transformed a pure religious message into the brains of Muslims. He set them to feel their position in the world and their lost status in the page on the pages of history. He paved the way for the other Muslim leaders. Iqbal wrote for all types of people, but his main focus was on the young generation and children's. It seemed as if he believed to convince them, and his idea worked wonder. Pakistan came into existence as a practical shape of Iqbal's dream. Iqbal alive no more to see the interpretation of his fantastic dream. The heartbeat of the hero of the billions of the Muslims was stopped on 21st April 1938. Iqbal was buried near Badshahi Mosque at Lahore. His message has an everlasting effect forever. I want to end my tribute in these words. He who does the extraordinary never die. He who sweeps the other tear never cry. His name remains forever. He becomes a legend. He who radiates his shiny rays become a diamond. He buried in grave. His soul stays at the heaven. Thank you very much.